Philip says, if you could just show me the Father, just show me the Father one time, that would be enough. Yeah, right, Philip. Anybody who knows themselves or other human beings well knows it would not be enough. Humans always deal with that. It's not enough. I want just a little more. Give me just a little more proof, just a little more food, just a little more discount off the price, and then I'll be happy. Just a little more. Then that would be enough. But it's a lie. Humans always deal with that sensation, that a little more would be enough. If I could only... It's not true. That is actually the source of addiction, which of course is something that plagues so many of us and hurts so many families. It's that voice saying, I just don't have enough yet. A little more and then I'll have enough. I know one recovering alcoholic who says, for me, one drink is too many, and 1,000 is not enough. So when that little voice says, well, it's one drink, what would it hurt? That's when we have to say no, because it's never going to be enough if we have that problem in our life. So listen again to what Philip said. Jesus says, when you see me, you see the Father. And Philip speaks up, actually, Lord, I was going to ask, if you don't mind, could I just see him? Then that would be enough. So imagine if Jesus did. Jesus takes him over a little peephole, and he looks through it, and there's the Father. Ah. And he'd be like, oh, good, now I'm good. That was enough. No. Can I go there? Can I talk? Can he talk to me? Can I touch him? It's never enough. And if we look at our own lives, we know that's true for us too. The problem is that there is enough in our life, but where we look for enough is usually outside of ourselves. We're grasping at outside things. If I could just have that, it would be enough. But all material things are limited, and they wind up having a short shelf span, and the more people you have asking for them, the scarcer the supply is. Everyone's fighting over the scraps. So we need to learn to stop looking outside of ourselves for enough. Enough has to come from inside. And that is what we're hearing in the readings tonight. What is inside of us is enough. God has placed enough in each one of us that if we would just stop looking outside, we would have what we're looking for. That's why that second reading is so beautiful. We always feel like, well, what am I supposed to bring to God? I don't have enough. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough patience. I don't have enough. And the way Peter's letter says it is, you are a living stone. So instead of looking outside of yourself, let yourself be used by God. If God could use you, a living stone, and a bunch of other living stones, God could build a temple. But everybody's too busy saying, don't choose me because I'm not enough. No, exactly as you are, exactly with what you bring. That's what God wants to use. You're a living stone, meant to build up a temple for God. You don't have to build it, you just have to let yourself be used. So actually, one spiritual writer says that is the perfect prayer. Use me. If we say that to someone else, it's always destructive. If we say it to God, it's the perfect prayer. Use me. I'm yours. You gave me whatever gifts I have, so use me. It takes a lot to overcome the fear that we're not enough. Now, I don't want to put him on the spot, but can you imagine being Matt Duclos right now? He gets a call at the seminary telling him, hey, guess what, living stone? We've got an idea of where we're going to build you. God is building a temple in Rome. So we need a stone to go there and to learn Italian and to be willing to be away from home for a good 2 years at a stretch without coming home and be away for a much longer time than that in the hole. Can you imagine what it feels like to be told, I know how God's going to use you. It's like this. And you didn't see that coming at all. Those are exactly the times that we need to turn inside and say, there is no challenge that God would give me that would not also come along with it, the capacity to fulfill it. That's part of what being enough means. For us to be living stones means we might be given a big challenge, a big task, but with that is going to come whatever we need to fulfill it. So let us go forward tonight with confidence, knowing that if we're grasping outside of ourselves, it'll never be enough. One view of God is too much for us, and 1,000 would never be enough. But if we say instead, use me, you know what I'm made of, you made me, then God's got something to work with. So let's go forth tonight letting that be our prayer. Here I am, Lord. Use me.